Hello everybody, welcome back to Live Aligned. My name is Liv and today we are doing a Pilates class using the yoga block. So if you don't have a block at home, that is fine. You can use a book or you can use nothing at all. So this works either way. Now let's start in a standing position today. We are bringing our heels out nice and wide. Our toes will turn out as well, bringing the block between the palms of the hands and taking a big inhale as you sweep the hands up to the sky, lengthening through the body. As you exhale, sweep that block down towards your hips. That's it. Inhale, reach up to the sky, and exhale, sweep down. Now we want to be gently pressing our hands into the block so that we're feeling a little activation through the upper body as well here. Great, now let's start to bend into the knees as we sweep the block down to chest height, and then press through the feet, straighten the legs and reach that block up to the sky. That's it, bend into the knees, pressing the knees back to the pinky toes, squeezing your glutes, and then using those inner thighs and glutes to stand you back up as you reach the block to the sky. Still pressing our hands into that block. Beautiful, and every time we bend into those knees, let's take a rotation to the right, a rotation to the left, coming back to center and standing back up, reaching up. That's it. Bend into your knees, bring the block to the chest height, rotate to one side, rotate to the other, and stand. You've got it. Now as you're rotating, try not to bring that opposite knee with you, so keep pressing both knees out, keeping both hip bones facing the front. Just taking that rotation from underneath your rib cage there. Beautiful, feeling those shoulders pull down away from your ears, opening up through the chest, and still pressing into that block. Great, let's do a few more here. That's it, nice deep bend into your knees. Making sure those ankles aren't rolling in, the knees aren't rolling in, keep pressing them open. Wonderful, next time we come into that bend, let's stay there and pulse through those legs. So keep reaching the block out in front of you, pressing your hands into that block, and stay low as you pulse for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Heel toe your feet back into hip distance apart. Inhale, reach the block up towards the sky, and exhale, tucking the chin to the chest, dive yourself down into a forward fold. Bending your knees as much as you need to here, and bringing that block onto whichever level you need. So the higher the level, the more support you have here. We're taking an inhale as we flatten out the back and look forward to the top of our mat. And then as you exhale, fold into that forward fold, relax the chin to chest. Beautiful, inhale, looking forward, drawing the heart forward, lengthening through the spine, and exhale, forward fold. Now in your own timing, doing a few more rounds here. Beautiful, last one, inhale, reaching, looking forward, and exhale, folding into that forward fold. Place the block off to the side of the mat for a moment. Shake your head yes and no a few times. Maybe bring your hands to opposite elbows and sway side to side. Lovely, you're going to plant your hands onto the mat now and walk forward into a kneeling tabletop position. Taking any stretches you like here, maybe a few rounds of cat and cow or coming into your wide-legged child's pose stretch. Okay, so finishing off whatever stretch you are taking here, making your way up, and let's make our way down onto our backs for some bridges. So you want your knees bent, your feet in line with your hips, hip distance apart, and we're going to grab that block and place it between the knees / the inner thighs. Bring your arms down by your side, palms down. Now press down into the feet, squeeze your glutes, tuck your tailbone and roll up into a bridge. That's it. Slowly roll yourself back down and then keep going at your own pace. Making sure that the inner thighs are engaging, keeping the block between the knees. We don't want to drop that block here. Now remember, if it doesn't work for you, any of these exercises, you can leave the block out of the equation, not a problem. If you find you're pressing into your arms or you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, reach your arms up towards the ceiling, really focusing on using those hamstrings and glutes to roll you up into that bridge. Feeling your tailbone tucking under and your waist is drawing in, your core is on nice and strong here as well. Great. Now next time we roll up, we're coming into our pulses. So we're lowering the hips about halfway and then lifting back up all the way. That's it. Lower and lift, really pressing down through your heels. Feel that squeeze in the backs of your legs. Still breathing here in through the nose and out through the mouth. Pulsing for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good stuff. Let's roll on down. Keep your hands reaching up to the sky. Just flip the palms to the knees. Take a big inhale into the lungs, expanding the rib cage. As you exhale, emptying the lungs, tucking the chin to chest, coming into an ab curl. That's it. Inhale, relax back down. Exhale, tuck the chin, lift the head, neck and shoulders, the arms sweep down towards the hips. Beautiful. Keep going here. The block is still between the knees. And we're really drawing our lower rib cage down to meet those hip bones. You can keep your feet down, but if you would like to lift your legs up into tabletop, you'll find this one a bit more challenging here. Knees above the hips, shins parallel to the ceiling. Great. We're trying to pop that little pocket of air under our lower back here as well. To take it further, every time you curl up, hold the curl and tap your toes down towards the floor. Bring those legs back to tabletop and then rest the head down. Now your feet don't have to tap all the way down, they can just aim down to the floor. Just to your range here. It is a little bit more difficult with that double toe tap. But you're doing so well. We have another 10 seconds here. Great, you've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Awesome. So the legs will stay in tabletop. We're just going to grab that block. Now let's come into a single leg stretch. So extending one leg long to the end of your mat and back to tabletop, and then the other. You've got it. Legs are hip distance apart. Just like our warm-up, you're pressing the palms of your hands into your block. And you can keep your head down or you can hold a curl here as well. Great. Really reaching long with your legs. If you want a little bit more, as you extend the leg long, you'll sweep that block back behind you towards the floor and draw everything back into the middle. Beautiful. Rest your head down whenever you need to. Pressing the lower back into the mat, drawing your belly button down, feeling really tight through that area between your hip bones there. Amazing. Let's do another 5. Keep pressing into the block with your hands. 3, 2, legs back to tabletop on 1. Now bring that block behind your head, elbows wide. That's it. Again, head can come down or hold your curl. Bring your knees to an external rotation position, feet flexed as well. We're going to press our legs out away from us and bend the knees back into that diamond shape. That's it, pressing out and in. 8 more here. 8, 7, 6, drawing your belly down, curl up a little bit higher. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Head can come down, legs back to tabletop though. Now we will place that block on our shins, tucking your hands just underneath your tailbone there to support you. And we're going to see how far away we can extend our legs without losing the block. So starting to stretch your legs out as long as you can away from the body, and then drawing those knees back to tabletop. Perfect. Extending the legs out long and bringing them back in. Beautiful. Now you don't want to go so low that you A, drop the block, or B, feel that lower back pop off the mat. So you don't have to extend the legs completely out. They can just extend just a little bit and back in. As long as you're feeling that challenge, that little shake through the core, then you're doing something right. Great, so let's do another 5, 4, 3, 2, amazing, all done on 1. You can place the block on the ground beside you, hug your knees in towards your chest, take a little rock side to side. That's it. So we are making our way back up into a 4-point kneel position, so we're kneeling tabletop. Get yourself there however you like. If you want to roll like a ball up and down the spine, hug everything in nice and tight, and rock and roll a few times until you make your way all the way up. Great. Now we're using our block for our tricep press here. We'll find our kneeling tabletop, knees underneath the hips and hands underneath the shoulders. We want to place that block on its lowest or its highest level, to start with. So let's bring it on the highest level. We're going for 10 little tricep push-ups. So let's go for 10. Elbows hugging in nice and tight. For 8, 7, that's it. 6, try and bring your weight forward into your body. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great, now let's bring that block down onto its medium level. And we're trying to tap our nose down towards that block. 10 here. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And you guessed it, lowest level. Last round here. Let's go 10. Get as low as you can. Even if you don't touch the block, that's okay. Just try to go as low as possible. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So good. Coming on up. Give your wrists a little roll in one direction and then the other. Any stretches you need here, shake out the arms and shoulders. Amazing. And one last little bit here in our 4-point kneel. So coming back to that kneeling position, bringing the block between the knees. I like to have it on that medium, or that lowest height, and we're going to just tuck the toes under, press into the hands, use the core to lift your knees about 2 inches off the floor, and then tap them down. That's it. Lift the knees and a gentle tap. Lift and tap. Imagine there is a big belt around your waist and it's lifting you up and just gently lowering you down. That's it. Lift and lower. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Come on down into another child's pose stretch just to reset yourself and catch your breath. You can place the block off to the side and just take some nice deep breaths here, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Making your way out of your child's pose stretch, let's sit on our sit bones. Bring our knees to a bent position out in front of us, feet are flat. The block is between the hands once again. Sitting up as tall as you can. Big inhale breath. And exhale, let's start to roll all the way back to lie onto our backs. Beautiful. Okay, we are coming into a single leg bridge. So we want to place that block underneath our left foot, making sure the block is in the correct position of where our foot would usually be for this exercise. We don't want it too far out, too far in, too far away, just in that right spot. Beautiful. Now just gently elevate the right heel off the floor so that your hips are level. Now we're going to press into predominantly that left leg to lift our hips up to the sky and lower down. That's it. Just get a feel for it. Lift and lower. Great. Now next time you lift up into that bridge, can you lift your right leg to tabletop? Lower the right foot down and then lower your hips down. Perfect. Lift up into that bridge, right leg to tabletop, right foot down and hips lowered down. So really press through that left foot. Try and keep both hip bones level so you don't want to leave that right hip behind. Arms are just down by your side for some support there. Core is on. That's it. Now you can keep up with this little combo of lowering the foot back down every time you lower the hips. Otherwise, keep that right leg in tabletop now. And every time we lift into that bridge, we will extend that right leg long, bring it back to tabletop, and then just lower the hips. That's it. Press up, extend the right leg, bring the right leg back to tabletop, then just lowering those hips. Perfect. Lift, extend, bend, gently lower the hips down. If this is not working with the block, get rid of it, but you should be feeling a pretty intense burn in that left hamstring. Trying not to drop the hips as you extend your leg long. Alright, we'll do one more here and we're coming into some pulses. So for your pulses, your right foot can rest on the floor, it can be in tabletop, or you can extend it straight up to the sky. And let's pulse for 10, up and down, for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly coming on down. Good job. Placing your right foot on the ground, extend your left leg up to the sky. Wrap your hands gently behind your leg and take a hamstring stretch. So you can point and flex your foot, circle your foot. Just gently draw that left leg back towards you. Stretching it out. Alright, here's a fun one. We are going to see how our balance is. So let's pick up that block. Keep the left leg extended up to the sky, but you're going to place the block on the sole of your left foot. So you want to imagine that you're trying to press that block up against the ceiling. That's it. Now bring your hands behind your head, elbows wide, and can you oblique curl over to that block leg, so over to that left leg, and come back down. That's it. Curl up and over and down. It's all good if you drop it. Hopefully it's a light block. Now this is pretty effective with or without the block, so if you don't want to risk it, place the block next to you and just try and keep your left leg extending up to the sky without it lowering down. Beautiful. That right leg, it can come up into tabletop now if you want a little bit more. And go for a toe tap. So every time you curl over to that left leg, tap your right toes down, bring them back to tabletop and reset your head, neck and shoulders. That's it. Really trying to draw your right armpit over to that left leg. So get that lift and rotation. That's it. You might like to bring that right leg into a single leg stretch. That's it. Extending it long, bringing it back into tabletop. So good. We have 15 seconds left here. Can you straighten that right leg now and just lower it down to the mat as you oblique curl? Hopefully that block's still on your left foot. You've got another 5, 4, 3, 2, so good. Come on down on 1, good job. Bring that block just to your chest as you widen your feet, mat width apart, and windscreen wipe your knees side to side. So we're just going to get that done on the other side and then you're finished for today. So let's place that block now underneath the right foot for our single leg bridges. Just gently elevating that left heel, arms back down by your side, and come into that pelvic lift, that bridge. So lifting the hips up to the sky and lower. Just get a feel for it and make any adjustments you need to make with that block and that foot positioning. You don't want the foot too far away from you or too far out to the right side. Now when you're all sorted, as you lift the hips, stay high, just lift that left leg to tabletop this time. Lower the left foot down gently and then the hips. So bridge, left leg tabletop, left foot down, hips lower. Try not to put too much weight into that left foot. Perfect, really pressing down through that right leg. You've got it. Now just like the first side, if you want to challenge yourself, keep your left leg in tabletop now. And as you lift the hips, stay a little longer up there, extend that left leg long, bend the knee back in and lower the hips down. So bridge, extend the left leg without dropping the hips, bring the left leg back to tabletop and lower down. So take this however you like, there's lots of options here, just working with whatever works for you today. If you've got a bit of gas in the tank, maybe try and take it to this level here, keeping that left leg in tabletop. We are so close. We're moving into our bridges, in our pulses in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So left foot down, left foot tabletop, or left leg extended, and pulse those hips up and down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Roll down, placing your left foot on the mat and extending your right leg up to the sky, taking your hamstring stretch. Alright, we've just got our fun little oblique curl combination here, challenging our balance, and then we are all done. So keeping your right leg extending up to the sky, just try and balance that block on the sole of your right foot. Bringing your hands behind your head, elbows wide, and coming into that oblique curl over to that right leg this time, and down. That's it, curl up and over and down. Pair up that breath if you like. Exhale to curl. Inhale to reset. Remember, if you've got something like a book or a cork block, maybe don't do this one with the block on the foot if you're feeling a bit wobbly. Alright, bringing that left leg to tabletop. And let's add that toe tap. So curl up and over, toe tap, return the leg, and come back down. That's it, curl, toe tap. Beautiful. Amazing. See if you can bring that into your single leg stretch, extending that leg long as you curl over to the block leg and coming back down. You'll find as you fatigue, you might start to bend into that knee that has the block, and that's when you'll lose the block. So really try and be energetic through that leg, foot straight up to the ceiling like you're trying to press your foot against the ceiling, and you should be right. Okay, last 15 seconds here. Can you straighten out that free leg and lower it down as you oblique curl? That's it, so a single leg lower. Beautiful, for 10. That's it, for 3, 2, and 1. So good, all done. Place the block onto the floor beside you. Let's bring ourselves into a nice supine twist here. So bring your arms out, as up in line with your shoulders, nice and wide. That's it. Bring your knees bent, feet together, and then just lower your knees over towards the right arm. That's it, looking over to the left hand. Keeping your knees stacked. If you did want to go deeper, you cross that left leg over the right. Taking some really nice deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Use your core to bring those legs back to center and then lower over to the other side. That's it. Change the direction of your head. Feel that stretch and opening through the side of your body. Wonderful. Bringing your legs back to center and making your way all the way up. Now, if you have the time and you want to keep stretching, feel free to stay here as long as you like, but we are all done today, so well done. I hope you enjoyed this fun one. If you do like working out with me and you like these videos, make sure to subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, and we will continue to work out together. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave a comment and I will get back to you, and I'm always open to requests for videos. I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.